Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with a brand new set of levels for Dr. Mario World, and this one will be doing the first 5 levels and the time stages. Now, I had a very hard time with one of these stages, and the time stages I thought were super easy, so I hope that you guys don't have a problem with that. But we'll be seeing that in a second. First off, we have a whole lot of character openings. I'm basically going to be spending all my coins during the Doctor rate boost, because I might as well. I have doctors that I need to get it still, and if I can get any others upgraded, that's good as well. So I might as well do it as this event is live. I'll spend all my coins, and you'll see that over the course of the next few videos. I'll spend a good amount until I'm all out. And this one I basically spend all my tickets and a few coins. I decided to try and get one more doctor, and as you can see, I'm just not getting doctors. They're just not giving me any. You know, for a doctor appearance boost or appearance rate boost, you'd think you'd see more doctors than this. And it's like 8 or 9 more openings after this until we get a doctor finally, which is just really hard to watch, honestly. But the thing is, if you do get a assistant to level 5, they're maxed out. You can never get them again from the gacha machine, which technically means that every single time I'm opening one of these, it's one step closer to getting everything. But they're always adding stuff, and they add a new assistant with every world, and getting that to level 5 would be a whole lot of openings. So you're really not doing anything. Technically, you could remove some by getting them to level 5, but that would take so many pulls that you're really just wasting it, honestly. Like right there, I just got my first duplicate of Yellow Shy Guy. Also, the first one I pulled from the gacha machine at all, because the first one I got was from completing the area. But we have one more opening, which is the doctor. Let's see, who's it gonna be? It's Lakitu. You know, nothing special. But we finally got a doctor. We're gonna move on now. Going into the first stage. Of course, switching my assistants to the point boosting assistants, which are absolutely necessary for some of these stages. One that I'll point out in a little bit, which was the one that I had a lot of trouble on. I recorded this for an hour right after it came out, and basically 40 minutes of that was spent playing that singular level that I had a trouble on. I wasted all my hearts that I had. Anyways, let's talk about this level here. So if you can get any blues into the middle there, that's going to kind of allow you to get through all those barrels. But you also need to start hitting these keys down here with the reds and yellows that you get. If you're not getting any reds and yellows to get down there, start breaking things up like I just did there. Now that the blues are kind of allowing us to get in the middle, it's going to be a lot easier to not only get the coins below, but also the rest of the blues. So the blues are basically hiding keys and doors, and that's all they're hiding. So once you start hitting them, it'll just open up the rest of the stage for you. So you can try to be strategic, but it's almost definitely not necessary. You can just do whatever you want, and you should get 3 stars just fine. And there are some cage coins as well, so that means you have to clear the top coins first. So I would suggest leaving some viruses to get to those coins once you get there. Some of these keys here, as you can see, there's one on the left and on the right that are in between a virus and a door, which makes it kind of annoying to clear. If you're able to get in between those two things, that will make it a lot easier for you to do it, but chances are that probably won't happen. So you're probably going to have to get rid of all of the coins that are out, and then the cage coins will unlock, and then it's a lot easier to get to those doors. And the one on the right is actually impossible to get to without unlocking the cages. So now that we've gotten to that, it's really just clearing out the rest of the viruses and making sure you don't put any in between the door and the key. There are some floating viruses, so maybe you want to bring in someone that clears them, like Dr. Is it King Boo? Is he one that does it? I know Dr. 8-Bit Mario does it as well. I just used King Boo and I already can't remember what he does. I was trying to think, we're not showcasing a character next, are we? I don't think I've unlocked any. I know I still need Morton and Lemmy, 2 Koopalings. But I just got both Boo and King Boo. I think that's all I have right now. I don't think there's any more to showcase. I can't even remember, but I don't think so. Let's see. 822, this one was also not too difficult for me. Although I felt like in some situations I got lucky. Like they gave me a lot of doubles, colors at the beginning, which I know they almost definitely give you a double yellow right away. But then I had another one right off the bat. And you're going to want to get to these blocks as soon as you can. So I got rid of this red one as quick as I could also. And then built up to the blue with the double blue that they gave me. See, like I said, they gave me a lot of doubles. And then this, I don't know if a yellow one is always lined up with this lock here, but it was for me. So that made it very easy to unlock. Now everything is out in the open. Honestly, I would suggest starting with the top. The things that are closest to you. And then working your way down. Because then allows you to have a platform underneath all these viruses if you would need it. If you clear it from the bottom up, that would mean that there probably wouldn't be anything underneath these viruses, and if you want to line something up from the side, it just won't allow you to. So that's something to keep in mind. And then after you get the top one, going to the middle, like right here, you can see this middle section, those two reds, don't have a platform. If I had one there, it would make it a lot easier to clear them. But I don't, so I'll have to do it manually. Now you also need to clear all the crates in this one, so you might want to bring in... Who does the crates? Is it Roy? I believe it's Roy. But that would be a good one to bring in because at the end you will have a few that are in your way, but also like I said before, the crates can allow you to have some platforms. So you might want to think twice before bringing in someone like Roy. But now I just have these final two crates here. And I was a little worried on points because look, you barely have 1 star here. I also get a reward, I don't know. Okay, it was 500 coins. That's nice, I guess. You could get 250, which is lower. Yeah, I think I actually got really close to not getting 3 stars. Did you see? I only had 21,000 and I got 28,000, and 21,000 wasn't even halfway there. So I feel like it was super close and I barely got it. Now this one I lost once, and that's because it of course brings in the extra capsule pieces, and I didn't realize that at first, but the second time I knew, which meant that before unlocking them I made sure to get the color that I needed out for it. So right here I should have had some blues ready to go. Unfortunately I did not, but that means I can be ready to get out some yellows when the next one comes. I believe it is always going to be the order red, blue, yellow, and then red again? I don't remember what the last one is. We'll have to wait and see here. But I have yet to unlock the middle one, so I still have some chances to get the colors I need. I have a rainbow capsule, so that can make it universal. So now I need yellows. Bringing this down, I realize that this will unlock that one there, but I do have some reds coming. So I didn't lose out on too many capsules there. Now I believe I beat this one the first time I did it, but I did not get 3 stars. So getting more capsules to give you 3 stars is kind of the goal of the stage here. Now when you're at this point, you have the danger of things getting bubbled. And things will be bubbled. There's no way you're going to get around that. There are also a lot of blocks. I think Wendy would be really good for this one. Although, Wario would probably be the best still, but Wendy is in second, I would say. Or someone else that clears blocks, like, is it Lakitu or Koopa Troopa? I think one of them clears blocks as well. Someone around that time frame when they're released also clears out blocks, so you could bring in them as well. But yeah, now at this point, if I'm getting any reds, I'm going to make sure to try and wedge them in between these blocks here, and focusing on a single virus at a time. So I started with the yellow, which meant I should not go for any blues at any point because that will mean that they will get bubbled. And I don't want to clear out any blocks that are near bubbler as well because that will mean that this will get rebubbled. So now we go for this blue, allowing the yellow one to still be in its bubble. Bringing down these blues here. Now for some reason it got bubbled again. That shouldn't normally happen, but it did. But that's alright because I have plenty of capsules and it kind of just gives me more points, honestly. Now I just have this final one here to go through. I bring down these reds and I get a double red and a double blue, so this one doesn't really matter. Actually, yeah, it's a double red and a double yellow, my bad. But I had a double blue coming up if I needed it. But luckily I was out of pink coins, so that's all I needed to do. The next one, I know I lost. I lost once, and I'm not. Oh, I was really close to winning. It was just that the game didn't give me the color I needed. I pulled like 3 capsules out, and they didn't give me the color. I had 3 stars all ready to go. So it was very unlucky of me that round, but I just played through it again, and it wasn't too bad. So this is one of the ones where you're just going for the blue coins, and things are constantly spawning in. It'd be pretty impossible to clear out all the viruses, but luckily that's not the incentive. Now you will have to clear out most of the colored crates, which may mean bringing in someone like, what's his name? Larry. Bringing someone like Larry, who can clear out colored crates for you, or Lemmy clears out barrels, so you could get rid of all the barrels on screen, although that's only like the first part of the stage, so you might want to refrain from doing that. But a lot of bombs are spawning in. This one I felt like was going a lot worse than the first round I had. I had most of the top cleared out right away at the beginning of the last round, but the thing is, because I was messing up a lot, I was just like kind of constantly spawning in bombs. So in some ways it was nice because, as you can see, this whole bottom area is stockpiled with bombs, and when you get that, all I have to do is hit like 1 bomb and then the whole bottom area clears up. So it may look like I'm doing pretty bad, but as soon as I start hitting some of these bombs, the bottom will be open. And the thing about the bombs as well is that it clears out the coins before anything else can get spawned in, which would mean if it hits the coins and something starts falling towards that spot, there's no chance that it will cover up the coin. You know, the coin has already been exploded. So that's kind of the upside of having these bombs here, which obviously is the mechanic they were going for. I basically just explained to you what the mechanic is of this level. But yeah, we're very close. Like I said, I felt like I was doing really bad, but we really just need to get to these bombs, and then the rest of the level is pretty easy. It was annoying that they kept spawning in things in places that I wanted to work on. But finally now, we have a way to get down to these yellow bombs, which will clear out that whole corner. And half of that middle part. And then I've got these blues here that'll take care of most of the side, but the very left corner will always be will have to be manually dealt with unless you cleared it very quickly. Then some bombs may spawn in down there. But yeah, that bottom left corner will always be completely full. Well, not completely full, but it'll have 2 colored crates, and they will be blue. So make sure you get some blues towards the very end. Again, like I said, a blue is down there, and I just didn't get any blues from the random capsules. So if they'd have gave me blues, I would have beaten this quicker and saved me a life to use towards this next level, which I thought was insanely hard. And I'm not even sure what was the reason for this round being the one I won. I got extremely lucky at the end, and we'll point that out. But also, I beat this one a few times with Baby Mario, and I did not get 3 stars. So that's something to keep in mind as well, that you might want to bring point boosting assistance, that you may not get 3 stars. And I got very close to not getting it on this one. But basically, at the beginning, you're going for this blue lock right away. And if you bring in Baby Mario, he will turn these floating viruses into bombs, which not only gets rid of a floating virus, but also puts a bomb in its place, which is really good for the 3 blocks, or 3 sets of blocks at the bottom. And you're also going to want to get rid of the middle set of coins right away, because that will unlock both the left and right side of coins, which will allow you to get to the red and yellow locks a lot quicker. When I first did it, I tried to get to those locks at the very top, and that wasted quite a lot of capsules. I would not recommend doing that. I would recommend getting rid of a lot of the coins so that the key or the lock can fall, and then hitting the lock at the bottom here. Now I also have that where these viruses keep spawning in the place I want to go to. But like I said, I played this one so many times, and I did the same thing virtually every time because I was super close every time, and I knew if I got a really lucky round that would just be it. And I feel like there could be a strategy that would make this a lot easier for somebody. I don't know what that strategy is. I felt like I got quite unlucky in a lot of rounds, especially in the placement of the floating viruses. But I don't think you want to bring in a character that gets rid of floating viruses, because there aren't that much. They'll mostly all get cleared out in like the first 2 uses of their skill. And you also want them to hit these corners, or these blocks. If you bring in someone like Wendy, the blocks are covered for most of the round because of the locks. So you really end up wasting a lot of your skill because you don't have these blocks unlocked. So if you bring in someone like Baby Mario, if you leave these viruses down here, or hopefully you'll get lucky and Baby Mario at the beginning of the round will turn some of these floating viruses next to the blocks into bombs, because that saves you quite a lot of capsules by using bombs. So my strategy right now is leaving this red virus here in hopes that, or not in hopes, but just waiting for my skill to get refilled, which will then turn that one into a bomb. We'll hit those blocks twice, and then I need to hit them 2 more times after that. I don't know, but here's where I get super lucky with my colors. They give me both a double red and a double blue. Or no, they give me double, yeah, and then I get a red and a blue as well, which barely caused me to not only clear out all the blocks, but get 3 stars with the very last set of capsules. So, yeah, I got quite a lot of luck there. I feel like the game was just feeling sorry for me. I was fresh out of lives. Even all my friends that sent me lives, I ran out of those. And luckily I was able to beat it with that one and get my lives back right now in order to do these last 3 time stages, which I felt were very easy, and beat them all on my first try. Luckily, of course, because then I would have had to wait to record the rest of it, and I was already up late just doing this. So all of these time stages are the same idea. This one is only 2 colors, the next one has 3 colors. And what you're doing is, in this one, the gimmick is a cannon. So you're going to each of the blues and pinks and throwing down onto the cannons. I would prioritize, and then later in the level, when you get more of the color you need, you're bringing it down in those other sections that you left behind. But the cannons will hit those sections for you. I believe there's a cannon on each row. So if you just go for those, they'll most likely do most of the work for you. So just aim for the cannons is basically the strategy for this one. And there are colored crates, but of course they only get in your way a little bit. Like on this left side here, it's getting my way to this pink cannon, which I will just manually go to at some point here. I literally do everything else until I'm left with this. But I had so much time left on this first one. The other one's cut a little bit close, but clearly I had 3 stars. I don't think you even need to bring in point boosting assistance to get 3 stars. Plus, the only one that's taking effect right now for me is the blue one, because I have the red one triggered as well. But, like I said, they all have the same kind of style. So looking at this next one, it does have green added into it, and it's using electric bombs instead of the cannons. But it's the same idea really, except you're going to have to go for those ones that are not next to the electric bombs a little bit more, and also the electric bombs destroy random things, which may make it more annoying to clear some rows, because they're already all lined up nicely with 2 next to each other. But when you start hitting electric bombs, they most likely will separate some to be singular. So you might just end up leaving those for your bombs to take care of later, or you might want to go for them because they're just kind of annoying you or getting in your way. And I also did something very stupid there on the left. Again, the left being the last thing I go for. I literally go for everything else before I go for that. Just because I kind of screwed it up there by putting that red and pink, or that pink and blue on top of it. But yeah, like I said, it's the same idea. And if you bring in Wario, you're getting so many points that you're constantly getting a skill, which allows you to have quite a lot of time. I said these are easy, and maybe they wouldn't be without Wario. They all have ice things, so I guess Ludwig would probably be the next alternative, right? But even this one, I was cutting it a little close on time. I did get Wario skilled at last point, and then I just need to go a little bit quicker to get everything done here. But with the time stages, you really can just throw things out at the end there if you only need a few more colors. So that one was the one I think I was cutting it the closest. Just because I think the electric bombs are they add in some RNG, they're a little random. Where the next one is just regular bombs, so you know exactly what they're going to do. But they also have these coins involved this time, which means that all the blocks have coins in them. And honestly, I don't think it makes it that much more difficult. In some ways, they kind of make it a little bit more cramped, and you will probably end up leaving some capsules behind when you get a double one and you want to place on top of a bomb. But the thing is, when you hit that bomb, the color that you place will just explode, so it doesn't even get in your way. Like you can see, this pink got left behind. When I go and blow up this green, both of those pinks that I just placed there got removed. So they're not even getting in your way, really. You can place whatever you want without a care in the world. And again, it's just looking at the color that they give you, looking where that color is on the screen, and dragging that capsule down to the color in a timely manner. I wanted to say in a timely manner and quickly at the same time. But yeah, I felt like this one was a little bit easier because it's not random based. You know what's going to happen when you bring things down. I had more time on this one, I believe. At the end here, I kind of slowed down a little bit because I wasn't that worried about time. And I just need a blue and a green. And there we go. And I had 3 stars for quite a while, so that's not going to be an issue. But yeah, this recording was really long, so I stopped it as soon as I got my reward for this one. So I'll take the time now to say thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I was able to help you if you had any trouble with these levels. And I'll see you soon for the next set. Goodbye.